Hello everyone! So this will be the last video for this year, and I thought I'd say goodbye to this beautiful bullet journal that I have been keeping for 1.5 years. I have shown some of it, bits and pieces, in my shorts so far, so yeah, but today I want to say goodbye to it because starting tomorrow I'll be moving into my new planner, aka and or slash journal, depending on how you want to see it. But that is not the topic today. Today this topic is this baby here. I bought it in 2022 around June or so, and I started this baby in July 2020, to be honest, and probably have to take this one out so that I can use it in my other journal. For this part, I only simply took an envelope, cut it to size, and that way I'd have something where I can put in things, like this. So, otherwise, I'm not going to show you that page, but I did a flip out like this one, and I thought it might help me with, with my habits or something. I saw it once, I'm not really sure from whom, but kind of like use different levels to build your habit, but it didn't work out for me, so it's nice though. It's nice. I set it up and I love setting things up, but sometimes they end up not being used. So anyways, this part, and I see there's something missing there. Let me grab a pen. I just had one. And finish off this. So these are the pages that I have in my notes sections where I would write or journal. Because towards the end, I wanted to finish this bullet journal at the end of this year, and I didn't have many pages left. So I wanted to make sure the whole year fits in terms of my monthly, weeklies, and stuff like that, which is all written down here. As you can see, there's a lot, like a lot. I only used one page, and everything on here is the notes section page. I have tabs, so let's go here's the notes sections, and this is what I meant with journaling. So, and I haven't written down where November starts. This is October, November starts here, so it's 332. Oh, I already have that, so where does November start? November stops. Yeah, there's something is this November or is it already December? No, it's still November. So I know that this is December because this is a cake that I wrote from YouTube. It's a really cool one and it's really delicious. So November stops at 339. 339. And December starts at 340 and goes until, even though I haven't really journaled anything in December, in here at least, because there was nothing much, not much left where I could have written anything, so I chose different options. But I will say December goes to 355. Okay, even though it's not really truly. But yeah, anyways, so this is my index. I'm very into it and I always log everything, not everything, but mostly everything in terms of main topics. And so this started in July 2022 and the end is December 31st, 2023. So we've added that bit, like I said. So I am into the future log. I use it really a lot. I mean, you need to, in my opinion, unless you use it digitally. like a Google Calendar or something. Otherwise, you need something to write down your future plans, like this, And this is my projects, how I did them. I was really into this layout in 2022, but as 2023 rolled around, I kinda not really used it, but let us check what I actually did. I did save for the kitchen, actually. And I did do my plant growing, even though it didn't really turn out well. I saved money in general, but not for the sterilization, so that's that. I did change my energy supplier. That's done. So this is all moved to a later date, so this is currently not important. Yes, I did my kitchen. And did I post twice a month? In the third quarter, I did, but I didn't do it in the fourth. I kind of fell off with my blog in the fourth quarter. So I'm in the middle of doing that. It's writing a letter to myself. So I can't put that up yet. Together everything. Oh yeah, I did that. I did my tax return. So that one got done too. And I already paid my friend all the money that I owed her. So I did that. What else? I never got around to do that. I did other things, but I did do a blog post that month. I did do that, as I said. I'm not sure about that one. As I said, this one is not important currently. I did buy my tires, even though I did that in July and not in April. So can cross off that. Finish the wall and kitchen. I decided not to do that, so it stays the way it is. Plant everything onto the balcony and garden. Yeah, I did that. So I'm saving 1,000 for the kitchen. I did that too. And in May, I also did my blog post. So in June, set up kitchen. No, we actually did that in July. I did a blog post, yes, but it wasn't that one. No, I didn't do that. As I said, that's kind of like put on hold for a later date. So as you can see, it's not much here because I hardly use it then. I still have to do that. I couldn't do that. Yeah, my dad did that, or is going to do that, but I did that. No, that's not. And I was there, so kind of like that. As you can see, it's not really much that I did or used it for, even though it's a really nice layout if you go by projects or goals. If you plan out what you want to do in general, and then you go by what you can do per quarter, and then each month what you want to do regarding towards that goal, even though I count it as projects, because they mainly get done in terms of projects, but they never get done when I call them goals. So it's kind of like trying to trick my mind for that. So even because my planner held longer than I thought it would, and I only set up my future log until July 2023, but it held longer, I added something more going between the projects of 2023 and 2024, so that I have the rest of the month and the beginning of next year to plan out things, which I have and also transferred already. So as you can see, there's not much going on in terms of planning for projects for next year in this one, because I did it in my current or my future planner. I did that there. But I did take over my vaccination that I have to get next year. I already advised that one, so that will be paid on the January 3rd. And spring cleaning and stuff like that is on my list to do. So I already did that too. So there's not really much that I have to transfer because it's already been transferred. So as for my quarter overview, I took that one from a planner from the company, or by the company, Weekview, they call themselves. And they have a really good planner. I used it for a while, but then it wasn't enough for me anymore. So I went back to the bullet journal method, and I also wanted really, really, truly wanted to turn this good book that I saw. When I saw it, I thought like, this has to be a bullet journal. And after a while, I was like, it has to be my bullet journal. I want to turn this one into my bullet journal. And well, lo and behold, I did. And yeah, there was this quarterly overview in there. I copied it because I liked it. And it's what I use for quarterly planning so far. You have up here, it shows you the quarter you're currently in or will be in. And then you have the next quarter, quarter fourth, and it's divided by the month, October, November, and December. And whatever you have going on in this month or in the quarter itself, you can write up there and have an overview in the current month already what's coming up in the next month and the next two following to like quarter one and quarter two. But you don't divide those into the month. So you have just the quarters, and then when the quarter comes around, you kind of like look back and see what's going on. And my kitchen was done in quarter three actually, but I saved everything else and got everything else mostly in quarter two. So yeah, I spent a lot of money this year. You don't want to know how much, but maybe I will share sometime. But well, I actually am thinking of sharing it though. So anyways, over here you have your goals that you want to achieve during that quarter or during the next 3 months. And in that quarter, I was really into losing weight because I started 2 months earlier in the quarter before. And I was really into tracking my weight. And as you can see, over the time, I did lose quite a bit of weight there. I also was really working out and stuff like that, but that also kind of, in 2023, fell off the grid. But in 2022, I was really, really keeping up with all my workouts and stuff like that. So I always had that here. I also have, there are symbols, like the stars are when I plan to do something. In this case, it's clean, mopping the floors. And keeping track of when I did my gratitude log. And also like things that I wanted to do for my blog. As you can see, here's blog. And when I would start working on it and when I actually posted it, it's kind of like the dates, and when I want to finish it. Start and finish, like, yeah. But as you can see, there is not a date in there because probably didn't do it or just forgot to write down. I don't know. So then we get to the month. And I did habit tracking here in the month-wise. I'm not good at habit tracking, but I'm kind of good at keeping things up. As you can see, I did a little bit of habit tracking up here. It's the same ones that you can see here. It's like steps, working out, and cooking. So I used symbols because I wanted to see if I can simply use a symbol code and track it within the month itself that I set up without these trackers. But I don't think that I kept it up though. I don't know. During this time, I actually was looking for a new job, so kind of a lot of this is, a lot of things are job hunting related, and also in this planner that I had, there was a weekly overview, like this weekly goals, and then you have the days where you can write down your appointments that are related to the day, your priorities during the weeks, during that week, and the notes. And then you would have half a page where you can plan other things out more in detail in that planner. But as I said, it wasn't enough space for me, so I wanted more space. So I went into this bullet journal, but I kept the structure. I mean, the half a day was like you have space up here, then you have the day, and then you have the times where you can write down your appointments, and on the second or the other half of the page, and that half, like a fourth of the page, would be for your to-dos. But as I said, I need more space. Sometimes I kept it like this. It was only half a page, and then it was more. I kind of drew a little bit more like this, And something that was also in that planner was a weekly review, and I kept that in here too. So there were a lot of things that I actually used from that planner, and I used it for quite a while, as you can see. So here it was that I needed more space. So this was for a job interview that I did. I wrote down my strengths, my weaknesses, and something about myself that I wanted to talk about, and questions I had for my future employer. That job didn't work out that well though, but anyways, I got the job at first and was kind of happy, but yeah. As I said, I was looking for a job, so there's a lot of stuff related to job hunting in here. And again, my weekly review. I changed that up a lot of times, like in terms of positioning. And sometimes what it was in the side panel, and you will see it will change too. And then I did something like this. For a week, you have the weekly overview at the top, and Dutch doors wise, it's always the days, like so. I had too much space. I kind of miscalculated or something, miscounted, and didn't use much space. So I did a little bit catch up here and threw a little bit something. As you can see, I also did my weekly review again on the side. And here we are in August. And as you can see, there's a little bit more tracking going on in terms of colors, what I did. So each color represents one of these habits. So I did do it in August, but I'm pretty sure I did lose it. So I did a weekly overview here again. Did my wellness page. I changed it a little bit then in terms of what I wanted to write down. This is kind of like wins of the week and how happy I was during the week from a scala from 1 to 10. What I've learned and what I want to do next week or what I should work on next week. Kind of like this. Actually, this washi tape here I had to glue down because it didn't really stick well. I really had to glue down, otherwise it would kind of peel off again. But as you can see, I have more. Sometimes I need more space, sometimes a little bit less. But as you can see, it's not really in a way like artsy. It's more like rough text and a little bit of decoration going on during that phase. Like, oh yeah, I did a Dutch door too. Like kind of like this here, This is something. Again, another weekly review here down here, and the happiness scala from 1 to 10. And I did a challenge. I'm not really sure what the challenge represents anymore though. But something was up with this challenge. Oh yeah, this was the 30-day challenge where I did something like a workout every single day. It was the same workout each day. And I did it with my friend. She was sick and tired of it at day 3 or 4. I was sick and tired. I did it towards the last bit of the month. But I kept it up. I see. I almost didn't remember what that was for. So I also like this rolling week. Like you write down the days of the week, and then you write down what you want to do, and then you just cross it off when you did it. I really like that one. You will see it more often in the future. A lot more often. Sometimes I didn't need much in terms of space, and I only did a weekly view like these. Then we have another quarter because we are getting to October, so we need another quarter. Quarter 4, as you can see, quarter 4 is this one. This is quarter 1, like January, February, March in 2023, and what needed to be done. Oh yeah, I got that laptop battery actually. I did get that. But not in that quarter, but I did get one for my laptop. A new kitchen and so forth and so on. And what I wanted to do this month. As you can see, I'm really good at getting things done, mostly. And also my weight dropping even further, actually finishing my challenge that I had going on, my bet that I had going on with my dad. And I got the money for it. Because I got lower than 82 kilograms, so I won the money then from the bad that I had with my dad going on. But I have to admit that in December and last year, I had COVID around here and my weight dropped a lot because of it, because I didn't feel any hunger afterwards. And yes, I stopped habit tracking again. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah. October was a month when I really wanted to try something else out because I don't know, I had this thing, like when you were in school and you had the days of the month like this, and then you would have the names on the sides, like, and the teachers would write in like whether you're there or not, or write down your grades or not, the grades you've got. I kind of like that. And up here are all the events for the month, and down here all the task lists. And I tracked the time when I woke up and when I got to bed. I didn't track any more than that, and I kind of fell off the grid a little bit towards the end. And I also tracked my mood, and it was a Dutch door, so like once this is over, you would flip it over like this, so you would have the things that you're tracking, and then you flip it over again and would have the last few days of the month, and you could also see everything. And here again is my weekly review per week and what I wanted or what the prompts were, and that, like, flamingo energy, walking, sleepy. Sleepy is something that comes up often in my journals. November, I did another thing, something different. I did a monthly calendar up here with notes for each week during the month. And during this week, my friend was visiting me and also started my mural at my wall on the entrance. Yeah, we wanted to do NaNoWriMo, and as you can see, I did get to day 2, and I completely stopped. I never finished NaNoWriMo, actually. Nope. Yeah. As I promised, more rolling weeks where I write down what I wanted to do or had to do, these types of things. So, and then you get a list from Spotify each year, like looking back what you listen to, and I wrote that down because I had a space, another weekly review in tab form. And in December, I decided to do a kind of like dashboard type of thing for the month itself, like not a calendar, but that didn't really work out that well. And I did, I don't know, waterfall tabby thingies. I didn't go by week, I simply did the days for each, the days, however they came, not really specifically week related, and wrote those down. Had my habit tracker here, had my weekly review here for the month, and that was it. That was December, So now we're in 2023. 2023 was something. I have to admit, it was something. I started with scrapbooking in 2023, quite a bit, you'll see. And also, I think I kind of took this kind of to heart. I hope I did. It's like 12 new chapters and 365 new chances. So let's see what that got me. I switched around a little bit with the layout for my quarterly overview or planning. I kept up this one, but I switched this one around, but I didn't really like it. So this layout is probably not coming back. I started to do quarterly reviews, and I always had my monthly review, like this one, my monthly review, where I would look back to fill out this one. So I had another dashboard going on for January, even more dashboardy than the December one before. But I really didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I was kind of keeping up with my habits though. like habit tracking, but it fell off the last 4 days. Honestly, really, Sandy? I couldn't have done the last 4 days, apparently. So this is when I started this type of layout. I would have one page where I put down a rolling week and wrote down everything that I needed to do or wanted to be got done during the week. And then on the second page of the spread, I would write in just words, actually. Words that responded to me in terms of what I did that day or the week or whatever resonated with me would be written down this one. And I did that layout for 3 months, actually. I did it in January. I needed more details in this week for Wednesday because it was really packed. So I did that, but also a little bit of a word of the day kind of type of things. So more of this. And as you can see, it's getting more of stickers and decoration. I also did a welcomes page, another monthly layout, and again, the same time of week. I stuck with it, as I said, for 3 months. Here I needed more space for something else, so there are no words or anything, but I needed a space for another job interview. As I said, I was job hunting again that time around. In between, I had a job. So here I started to write down the appointments, anything time related on the top, so it doesn't get mangled with my to-dos. It was really annoying me. More job hunting stuff. March. And those are idiots that are banging and doing fireworks, even though it's not the time yet. It's been going on for days. So I actually do in the moon phases, I see. I'm not really into keeping up with that, but I'm kind of into knowing about it. Yeah, but I don't do it much. And this is this the month when I started with tarot? Yeah, that's the month that I started with tarot, apparently. So I did my tarot and I had my review page and I had my calendar. So these are my monthly pages. And then we get into my weeks. Again, a little bit of journaling around here and some more other things. And yeah, I changed my energy supply here. So that didn't have enough space, so I needed to add something. So I added something. More adding pages. I sometimes, quite often, added pages when they were necessary. There's my cute little bunny Honey. She's so beautiful and relaxed there. Okay, this is a new quarterly setup, and I don't like it. It was all squished in. Like, I started to do a quarterly tarot reading. And I squeezed it all in here, like how the quarter itself would go, how it would end, and then for each month in between. And this would kind of like my mishaps or roadblocks, and this is how I could solve said roadblock. Yeah, more reflection quarterly, and then we get to April. Even though this looks kind of more February Valentine's Day type of situation, but no, I am not really into Valentine's. April was the month when I decided to do dailies. So I had my monthly to-dos and notes for the month, and my monthly review and my monthly tarot reading. And then I would get into my days. And I decided to do habit tracking, but as you can see, I didn't do much. And I started to do dailies. Like on the top, I would have the day, my appointments, and my top 3 to do and other stuff to do. And then I would journal towards the end of the day. It's not something that I did in between. And this is a layer that I kept. And when I started to truly fill up this book, because And yes, my journal smells like coffee. I did this with coffee. I think Jessie Corinne did something similar with coffee and black tea, and did something like a map, like scientific tea, scientific stuff, and I liked it, so I kind of did that. And then I thought, let's think about what we want to use next, and I tried a Hobonichi layout, like Hobonichi cousin layout, and I hated that it goes down here. So, and I didn't really work well with me. So by Thursday, like 3 days into this layout, I was out of it. I didn't use it anymore. I simply went back to my dailies and did those. So you can see there's really not much of decoration, like here and there, and a sticker or something. I kept it very simple. And sometimes that is cool. It's kind of like the best anyways. So May is with sunflowers. Like, that's the only sunflowers you will see in the setup though. So more of my cute little bunny honey in May. More journaling. I think, oh yeah, here I tested out the new pens that I got from Stationery Paul and tested out. I also got this pen from them. This Pendle. Yeah, it's a Pendle BXA C35. I really liked it, so I got this one. It has red, blue, and the front is black, even though I switched blue and black. So currently blue is in here and black is there. Because I most of the time simply push this one down, not the other ones, so kind of rotate them. So as you can see, I did 2 days in that day. There are 2 days. This is all the third. Then we have the 4th, the 5th, and again I had to glue the glittery ones down because it didn't stick. And I got these cool babies. Like, can you see that? Yeah, they're cool, right? Or this one. I got this one too. Then I did a quiz and it kind of was really easy. There's no way I'm musically gifted. I'm not. I'm honestly not. I truly am not. So, did more honey stuff. More of the easy type of layout. And honestly, this doesn't take long. It's just writing down certain things. You don't really have to decorate. Like, so you can see me testing out something here and there. It's fine. Goodbye, May. Welcome in June. Probably could have put something in here, though. And June was a roller coaster, I tell you. And yeah, kind of like not liking June. I tried to in June, at the beginning of June, I tried to do digital bullet journaling with Capacities. Capacities is a really interesting app. It's similar to Notion and a little bit of Obsidian, but kind of like a smash of both of them in my mind. I really like that and still using it to this day. But I got into Capacities in here and I tried to do it digital, which made me fall off quite a bit, as you can see, of my bullet journal from June 1st to Monday, June 12th. And then in this week, I started it up again. And now I am not a digital planning type of person. Honestly, I'm not. It's just, it never works out. So I did my rolling week and then simply per day when I wanted to journal something, I wouldn't really keep myself from it. And then I went back to doing dailies each day. So, and then June was already over, and then I did July prepping. And when I was done with that, I realized, oh, yeah, I did that too. And then I was like, where the is my quarterly planning? And then there it is. I changed the layout again of my quarterly planning. I was testing how I like it. I kind of like that one. You have your days here. I marked the weekends. I still put down the weight. I was still tracking in quarter 3, I see. I wasn't tracking quarter 4 at all. I haven't been on my scale for months, actually. As I said, I fell off with my weight loss and nutrition and stuff like that. By this time, I was already working again. I started in April, actually, my new work, like here, and I was working, so work always interrupts stuff like that. My quarterly review, and I had a pumpkin plant growing. This was how small it was. It was, at the end, it was all over my balcony. It grew really, really quickly. And here I tested out the layout for this baby. Yes, the night owl. It's the same layout. I try to be like as accurate as possible in terms of the spacing type of situation, but I quickly realized that this is not the right spacing, but also something that I could work with because I have something down here. So I did that, like my layout, their layout. So, and again, the rolling week down here, and the marking always means there's something, like I had a holiday here or a break there, and this was work hours again. And also I did something like a highlight word of the day. I wrote it down here. I also did the monthly calendar because it was also previewed in here. Like there is a monthly calendar, but it's way smaller, to be honest, compared to the rest. But yeah, because this book has pages in the back, I did my journaling here. So I kept it really up with the journaling. So this is probably more correct in terms of the spacing of this page to this one than the one that I have previously had, like this one. So I did that again, and I stuck with this layout for quite a bit and would journal always in the pages afterwards. In August, I realized, I probably don't have many pages left. I should probably prepare the rest of the months so that I get all the pages in for the monthly stuff and the week stuff. So my kitchen has been remodeled. As you can see, this is a snippet of my new kitchen that I did, and I have tiles now. And I also have a cardboard hanging up here now, but at that point it wasn't up yet. It got added later on. So nothing new. As I said, I really liked it, and I stuck down stickers, so it's really minimal compared to other people that have a lot of art in their bullet journal. Then I went to go back to this kind of weekly layout, but I did it 2 weeks. I wanted to spice it up a little bit, just to realize that I really like this layout, so I went back to it for multiple weeks. So as you can see, there's no more journaling in here, and up here you can see, I'll hold it closer here. This is called threading. So I do threading in terms of to the back. Here's the note section to the pages in the back, and this is where I started journaling then. So August, I would journal then back here, and I would thread it up here so that I know that this week is represented here. And I kept that up. And then I didn't do any towel in September. That's why I covered it with this beautiful thing. I did though my monthly. I prepped this up front. Not really sure what I was trying to do there, but I probably cleaned the pen or something. I have no idea why I do that. Like, sometimes I do. Again, same layout. I'm really loving this layout, so I stuck with it. So we have October. This is a card that I once got as a present. I have more of these. I might stick more of them somewhere in some journal so that I have them. So this is a variation of the other layouts that I did. Like, wait, where did I? Like this one. It's a variation of it. And I squeezed everything together because I only wanted the timelines that I can write, mark off my working hours and maybe when someone is visiting me, and I don't need much space for it. So these are three empty spaces, like only three. It's like 15 centimeters across. And I think, how many is it down? 8. It's 8 down, 8 centimeters. So I would do this part in terms of time tracking, in terms of working and holidays. And the lines up here represent how much I drank. One full line is half a liter. And as you can see, I kept it up quite a bit. If I don't track it, I'm really terrible at drinking. So I have my rolling week again and highlights of the words and also something random. My friend came and visit me. And then I would journal per day on the second page like this. And I kept that layout up quite a bit. And in that week, I traveled to Berlin to my best friend. And we met up there and did a lot of shopping, which I obviously wrote down too. But, well, I was still in Berlin here. And more of the writing down, highlight of the day, a little bit of a gray, black and white situation, besides my dad visiting that got yellow. I don't know why, probably because there was a yellow in there. I'm not sure. A little bit of decoration in terms of the weeklies because I need to spice it up a little bit, more spicing it up. Then I did something like this. I wasn't really into prepping it, so I only did this. Did like the days of the week and when I have to work, and on Friday I had a different shift. And when I do something, have something planned. And the washi tape shop sent it her their washi tape. This is from the washi tape shop, so I glued it in. This one I got in Berlin. This I did myself, and some other washi tape that I got. December came around. It's my birthday month. And I did the last month in here. More from the washi tape shop. So this is all washi tape shop. I'm honest with you. This one. They got beautiful stuff. When I first put it in, I was over $200, and then I had to take out some because I didn't want to shop for $200. So I was by 120 or something. And I admit, I saw this one. The first time I saw it, I was like, I love it. And you know where I saw it? Jessie Corin. I watched too many videos of hers, and she did a beautiful, really beautiful layouts with this washi tape and the dark version of it. And honestly, I saw it and was like enchanted into this washi tape. I mean, come on. The washi tape shop has awesome washi tape. You have to admit that. They got beautiful ones. This is stickers. More beautiful washi tape shop. Washi tape. And yeah, this was my birthday week, day. I actually have on the same day as a friend of mine. Sadly, she lives a little bit further away, so we don't celebrate often together. I mean, once we did. I also saw this one at Jessie Corin's, and I love it. I truly love this one. I mean, oh my god, it's beautiful. So, and this is the last week of this year, and therefore because I forgot to set it up in the midst of setting up everything else, like the monthlies and my review of my tarot, I didn't set up the weeklies up front. I did that always when it was time to set them up. But the monthly stuff I set up. And I forgot to set this. This I forgot, I admit. So that's why it's at the end. Right before my notes section, or daily section if you want to call it. And here I simply started to journal as I was going. I didn't tell myself to not use in the space that I didn't want to use, so I used whatever space I needed. Because it didn't matter, I had all the months already in here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Somewhere I have a weekly back here. Because I miscounted myself and I had a week less. Actually. And I put it in the back, because what else should I have done? I mean, I could have glued in a page or two, but I didn't want to. Oh yeah, here it is. I forgot to put in October the week from the 23rd to the 29th. So that week is right here, and that was also the week when I was in Berlin. So everything that I journaled in there, like the things that I got in Berlin, like honestly, this is all that I've got. And for some reason I didn't write out the final accounting, didn't I? No, I didn't. But it was quite a bit of money that I spent in Berlin and then straight after Berlin, but it's fine. And I did a little more of the decorating and stuff like that. And this is what I expected to get as my tax return, and then what I was actually getting for the year in tax return, and how much more I have gotten. And in total I got 686 euros more than I thought I would in terms of tax returns. So do your taxes. It might turn out better than you thought. And then kind of like sporadically doing other things. I also planned for my new bullet journal. This is something that I saw Jessie Corinne doing. So I did that too. She does this, like, first you do a brainstorming, what you want to do, what you want in there, maybe which size. I also decided to change up the sizes because I always used an A5. And next year I'm using a B6. And I also have something that I might want to try in terms of a pocket-sized journal. And for that I got this. But this will be my journal 25. So I will be keeping this because I really liked it. So I wanted it. But I want to turn this one into a bullet journal too. You have the calendar layouts from in the front. And then that's all you've got in here. Like 12 months you get in here. And then you have your first page and you go straight into bullet journaling. The only thing you've got is the monthly type of situation prepped. But oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's glittery. I love anything, everything, and shiny. But believe it or not, I'm not really a fan of owning diamonds or anything similar related to that. I only like looking at them, but I don't want to own them. That's strange, right? But I love looking at them and I get distracted when I see them in shops or anything. But, well, I stopped here. So you make a brainstorming and write down anything, and then you pick out what you want to do, and you prep the pages and the order you want to put them into your new bullet journal for in terms of collections, how many pages you would need, what the layout should be, and everything like that. You're writing it in here. Oh, I'm sorry that it's moving around. So then we had a little bit more space here, and I think this was something that I saw in a video that I wrote down. Maybe from Carol Rider. I'm not sure. It's strange. I thought I wrote down where I got a chapter log, I think it's called. Yeah, it's up there. A chapter log, and you write down working, not working, more of, less of, and then you answer the questions regarding of those. Yeah, and these are the 24th, 24 and 24th in 2024. I had to write down a list because I wanted to do that, and I prepped it in here. And there's also a video that I saw, like how much you should percentage-wise from your paycheck you should put where. And it said maximum 25% for housing. That would make from my paycheck 392 euros and 50 cents. And my rent is more than that. My rent only. And she said that there should be anything included in like in insurance and stuff like that should be in there too. So yeah, it didn't even last me for my rent. So my rent is actually 26.69% of my paycheck. So yeah, I covered something up here that was just random lines on it because I cleaned something again. And I wanted to have more of a scrapbooky thingy going on. I kind of like this one. And then we have my pen test pages and my mom writing stuff in here with my pens. So it's just that. And then we have random gluten stuff that was left over. So, yeah, right. This is my key that I never used. And that, people's, is my bullet journal, or was my bullet journal for 2023 and the second half of 2022. And it has seen love, a lot of love during the time that I've used it. But today is December 31st, and as you can see, it's kind of like bloated compared to here. So today, December 31st, we're saying goodbye to this lovely bullet journal and archiving it on our shelf. My shelf. I mean, well, I have more... I probably have more than one personality trait, so I say our. So we're gonna archive it on our shelf. And there's also something cute, literally, that I did. I actually said goodbye to it, and I did that on the last day here. So, and I finished off stuff that I was still going on. I still have to do my sum lines today and my highlight journal, these two, and then I will cross it off and then I will archive it because those are the last two things on my list this week. Finally did my dishes. I always don't want to do that. Even though I remodeled my kitchen to the point that it's really high, the sink, that I don't have a weird angle standing while doing my dishes because it was way too low before, even though I'm only 164 centimeters. 1 meter is 64, so it's not really high. I think it's 5'1" or so. I'm not really sure how tall I am in foot, so it's 1 meter and 64 centimeters. And it was too low for me, so I have no idea how other people do it. They are taller than me and have the same height of the sink than I did. So therefore, even though my kitchen is remodeled and it's not as hurting my back as it was before, I still don't like doing it. I really, really don't. But I have a very, very organized kitchen now, where everything fits and it's nice to work at and all those kind of things. So I have a really nice kitchen now. Thank you, neighbor. My neighbor helped. And I'm really happy he doesn't hate me because he helped me with my bed too. And with my closet. But that was at the beginning of the year when I had my closet delivered. So yeah, he helped me with that too. He's way too good, I think. Anyways, that was my bullet journal for 2022 and 2023. Oh, there's fireworks going on. That's so beautiful. Nice. As I said, I get distracted by shiny things. Anyways, have a good day. Get well and happy and rested and with lots of health into the new year. And we will see us then. Bye.